What's going on, everybody? We back another episode of the Sideline Story Podcast, man. It's your boy Jaron. I'm here with my co-host,
Jay Norman.
and as you can see, I'm in my car. Y'all know about that little bit of bass guy.
Here in my car, I feel safest of all. Lock all my doors and just put it on my way in cars. They don't know nothing about that.
Listen, y'all. Listen. Jay was right. Patriots, Seahawks, Super Bowl. He did say the 49ers. We ain't gonna talk about that. But
First
he
instincts.
originally called it correct.
First instincts.
Instincts was correct. Remember, trust your instincts. Don't never do a second judgment. If you go to the blackjack table, fuck it. If you gonna hit. Because if you say stop, that dealer gonna hit, and he got 20 fucking one, nigga.
This is why I don't bet.
That's why. Because you don't trust your instincts. But we got Drake May and Sam Darnold. That's how they was on 8 Mile. We got B Rabbit. That's how it was. We got Drake May. And this is the most randomest quarterback Super Bowl. No Josh Allen, no Lamar Jackson, no Patrick Mahomes.
Got something to say on that later, but go ahead.
Yeah, I know. Let's talk about this Super Bowl. What do you think is going to happen?
I think it's going to be a Seahawks blowout.
You think so?
Yes.
Fair weather game?
Weather won't even matter at this point. It just goes against who's faced adversity through this season and who hasn't. The Patriots have faced nobody all season. Regular season, playoffs, nobody. No adversity. They literally had the red carpet rolled out for them the entire season. I've been saying it through every episode that we had. Like, these guys literally, it's the most cupcake season I've ever seen in my entire life watching the NFL football.
But let me say this. You play to win the game.
For sure. And they did that. But when they played playoff caliber teams, they lost.
That's true. But the playoffs is a different story.
What happened in these playoffs? So the first round they played who? Justin Herbert with no O-line and no offense whatsoever. And what happened? They literally just walked over them, right?
Right.
Week two. What happened? Who did they play after that?
The Texans, right? Texans.
And what did CJ Stroud do?
Now, that's true. But granted, are we going to say that they played a bum CJ Stroud, or did CJ Stroud just fold at the occasion, right?
No, they played a bum CJ Stroud because he played terrible against the Steelers too, but they just couldn't score at all.
They could not score. They couldn't score at all.
CJ Stroud played just as bad as he did against the Steelers as he did against the Patriots, and we even talked about it. Like, I didn't think they were going to play as bad as they did, but he did. He played worse. And Drake May gave the ball up as many times. I think he gave the ball 3 times
on the radio. I was listening. I was driving. I was real old school with this game. I mean, this was my 1920s, listening to the Yankees game on the radio. I was driving around listening to this on the radio, and every time, turnover. Like, they just kept saying how both teams was turning the ball over.
It was a turnover fest. Everybody was giving the ball up. But it just so happened that, like I said before, in the same episode that I predicted the Patriots going to the Super Bowl, Drake May is going to make a couple plays, right?
Right.
Like, he's going to give you some points. CJ Stroud did not do that at all.
Now, let me ask you this. If they beat the Seahawks, then what? Will you give them credit?
Wrong. I'll be super wrong. I have to give them credit. But what I've seen from the Seahawks throughout this entire season, I don't see it happening. I think it's going to be a blowout. The Seahawks have proved like they can run the ball, they can throw the ball. Sam Darnold, for all the credit I have never given him, I have to give him credit.
You got to give him some credit. Okay. Now, we're gonna talk about this because I did some data analysis today. Right? I did some data analysis today. If anybody don't know, I'm into analytics. So I will sit at home, crunch the numbers, put charts up. I do it essentially every single day. You got XJ. I'll just randomly post it just cause, right? I've seen two running backs who face stack boxes and they were the top two in yards. And I'm talking about James Cook and Derrick Henry, right? Their percentage of 8+ man boxes were in the 30s. They were the highest. Now, their quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson with Derrick Henry, Josh Allen with James Cook. Seeing this information with these running backs that are doing phenomenal, and Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen are dynamic quarterbacks, but clearly it's not going far. Do you have anything to say about that?
So this just leads me to my feeling about superstar quarterbacks in general. Quarterbacks are being paid way too much money.
Yes, they are.
We're looking at the two quarterbacks who are playing in the Super Bowl right now, Sam Darnold and Drake May. Drake May, rookie deal.
Yep.
Sam Darnold was a number one pick
Journeyman still.
who didn't pan out, correct.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not being paid a bunch of money, but he's playing really well and has played really well for the past 3 years.
Yes.
So
give or take.
We look at the guys who are top 5 in payment. I don't have the list in front of me, but
Patrick
if I had
Mahomes,
to,
definitely number one.
no,
Oh,
Dak.
Dak. I just know Patrick Mahomes got 500 M's. That's all I know.
He's up there, but
Yeah.
he was a team friendly deal because it was like a 10-year deal, so he's
Right,
only
that's
getting
true.
paid.
It
Right,
was a hockey deal.
right,
Yeah.
right. Baseball deal for real.
Essentially, yes.
So Pat Mahomes, he's a Super Bowl winner, but aside from that, you got Dak getting paid a whole bunch of money. You got a whole bunch. You got Stafford. I can see that because he's been legitimately good for the past 6 years,
He's been very
10
consistent.
years,
He's been
10 years if you want. Right,
literally. He's actually
but
been good at the Lions. He just had a terrible team.
Exactly. Right.
Yes.
But then you got all these other guys who getting paid crazy money and literally have not doing nothing. Josh Allen, like you're getting paid a lot of money, and you really haven't even like seen the Super Bowl. And so it comes down to building out your team, and it's like, hey, yo, Josh, you want to take a pay cut so we can get you a number one wide receiver?
Yeah, true.
But I just think the issue is these quarterbacks are being paid way too much, way too soon. They haven't won anything. Haven't showed you anything.
Kirk Cousins.
But they're being paid almost 2/3 of your cap.
Yep. That's true. That is true.
How are you supposed to win?
Let me ask you one question.
You got, and even if you look in the past with the Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, Nick Foles. How long ago was that? What, 6 years?
2020. That was 2018. Yeah. That was right after our Super Bowl year. Yeah.
Matt Stafford, when he won, what, 3 years ago?
3 years, yeah. Yeah.
The only consistent mega paid quarterback that has won the Super Bowl is Pat Mahomes.
That's it. Because Tom Brady wasn't paid. He took pay cuts.
He took a lot of them.
Yes.
He took a lot of them.
He said, build this team. Build this team.
Yeah. So like I like the owners keep doing resets at other positions. They did a reset at the wide receiver position. They did a reset at the cornerback position. As soon as they start making this reset at the QB position, I think we'll see more parity, more competition in the NFL because they're throwing all this money at these quarterbacks who aren't winning them anything. Like they'll show them a flash and they're going to throw them the Brinks truck for no reason because it's so hard to find a good quarterback, and I understand that, but I don't think you should throw money at these quarterbacks simply because they give you 1 or 2 winning seasons in a row.
And I think the problem with that is that, like you said, they're throwing the money at these quarterbacks. I think it's hard to find a quarterback. I put air quotes, hard to find a quarterback, because you're paying them all this money, but you're not surrounding. It's a team. At the end of the day, it's a team sport. It's a team
Every
sport,
time. Every
right? It's a
time.
team sport. So you're going to give this quarterback all this money. Okay, you're going to pay this receiver X amount of money. Now you don't have no money to pay the defense, right? So the defense is giving up points. And, I'm going to take that as a Falcons fan, right? And Matt Ryan deserves his money. He deserved that money. But now we had to pay Julio Jones, who also deserves money. We had to pay Grady Jarrett, who deserved money. Matt Ryan had the number one offense, but the defense has always been bottom tier his whole career, because of we spent too much money on just three pieces, and we couldn't really, put a team together. So I think that's why you see like a Drake May or a Sam Darnold, where, you're not giving them all this much money. Now you can build a defense around them. You can give them the running back some money, gives the receiver some money. They got rid of DK Metcalf. Like, you gone. We got this rookie receiver that's valid. We're going to get other pieces who don't got to get paid as much. Now we can put money on this defense. We got a top tier defense.
Yep.
We're in the Super Bowl. It's like the program has been set, but teams are not following that. You know what I'm saying? So to your point, that is correct. They're giving too much money to these quarterbacks and not looking at an actual 52-man roster that will win you the game. You know what I'm saying?
And just based off of that, so we can say if by some outlandish chance the Seahawks lose this game,
Mm-hmm.
they won't have a quarterback. Because are you going to extend Sam Darnold in year, 8, 10, and
No.
give him a bag?
Right.
And then you got
Literally.
JSN, who deserves the bag.
Deserves the bag. Top
You got
tier
Walker, who
quarterback.
deserves the bag.
Oh my
You got
goodness.
Charbonnet, who deserves the bag.
You don't want to let him leave. You don't want to let him
Exactly.
leave.
I think Walker, he's actually free after this season.
See, and that's the issue with the Super Bowl. Now he'll find a team that'll give him a bag.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, even if they win the Super Bowl, like, the question is,
That's
like,
the
what do
issue.
we do?
You won a
What do
Super
we do?
Bowl. Don't
What do we
let
do?
him go off in the Super Bowl.
So the Patriots can lose this game and still be straight for at least 3 more seasons.
Because they got bread. They gonna be good. They ain't gotta really pay nobody. Stephon Diggs, you 31 years old. They'll
Like,
go
where,
get.
where are you gonna go? Like, where are you gonna go? Like,
You know what
bro,
I'm saying?
you're not going
Yeah.
anywhere. Like,
You're
this is
not.
it. This is your last stop
This is it.
as wide receiver 1. This is it.
You'll go be Tyler Lockett somewhere else. And you don't want to do that based off of your mentality.
Shout out to Tyler Lockett, because he's missed every Seahawks Super Bowl on some BS.
He literally got drafted after the Super Bowl
On some BS.
on some BS. Literally drafted after they won. Well, he lost the Super Bowl with them.
He got drafted the year after they won. Like, literally, they
You know what I'm
won
saying?
it, and then he got drafted.
It was three Super Bowls. The year after he got drafted, after they won, I think they lost with him.
Nah, he was never on any of the Super Bowl.
Oh wow.
He was never on any of the Super Bowl teams.
Oh yeah,
because it was what's his name? You're confusing him with
the other
Percy
one.
Harvin.
Yeah. You're right. Wow, you're right. But let me switch gears real quick.
Go ahead.
That's what
you can switch some gears anytime you want.
Yo, what? Yeah, they got him up out of here for that, and he always did that, son.
Early.
You can switch some gears anytime you want. They said, yo, you being too
the
sexual.
same week he got canceled.
Oh my God. I'm like, then they went back and see, he always do he always switch the gears. That's crazy. Big baller brand.
Shout out my man, LeVar Ball.
Big baller brand. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. But yo, I just want to talk about something.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Atlanta Falcons
You
with your
see what's on my
Matt
head.
Ryan, president of player personnel and all that, whatever he got.
He's the president of football. Don't disrespect. Don't disrespect. He's the president of football.
Football operations.
He's the president of football. It don't matter what it is. If it got something to
Yeah,
do with a football, he the president. It's evident. Silk Cocker Spray, Santana Underboss. I sign off like Dr. Dre. I mess with Zoe Pound too. What up? Sock Passe. My bad. That's killer. That's killer. That's killer. That's
it's
killer.
Dipset.
All right. We hired Kevin Stefanski from the Browns as our head coach, right? And I was upset in the beginning. Really upset. In the beginning, I was really upset because I just never been a fan of hiring coaches coming off of like back-to-back losing seasons. And, I've
That's
never been
fair.
a fan of that, right? And, I really said, why are we doing this? But then, I calmed down. I said, you know what? I calmed down. What could I do, right? But, what happened with that was, he is 2-time coach of the year. So I'm like, okay, you gotta at least be okay to get coach of the year. I mean, you gotta be more than okay to get coach of the year, but he had Jameis Winston and Jerry Jeudy looking amazing. These are things that I'm thinking about. Jerry Jeudy, everybody says he's not a number one receiver no more, and he was a number one at some point with Stefanski. So that's kind of how I started dealing with it, was when he had decent players, he made things look okay. So I'm like, okay, we have a very good roster. Now our issue is who is going to be our quarterback. That's the main issue. Who is going to be quarterback for the Falcons? Obviously, Michael Penix is the quarterback. We're thinking about, well, not thinking about, they're talking about releasing Kirk Cousins, obviously, for money reasons.
Yep. Yep.
But will Penix be ready? They say he's moving around already, right? Technology is crazy. Money is
Yep.
crazy. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? But he brought over Tommy Reese, his OC.
Yeah.
And Tommy Reese was calling the plays later in the season when Shador was playing. Shador was, saying had his ups and downs, but that's probably the real issue that I have, is him bringing Reese over. And it's one of those, I guess I just got to see what he do. I think that's where I'm at. Because right now, I don't like it. So
Yeah, you shouldn't.
I don't like it at all, right?
You shouldn't.
Stefanski, I was mad, but over time, I said, you know what? He was 2-time coach of the year. Whatever, ups and downs. People have ups and downs. But bringing Tommy Reese is where,
It's bad.
that's where I'm like, why bring him? Granted, Stefanski, I'm sure it's his offense. I'm very sure it's his offense. He just don't want to call the play, so he's bringing somebody that's going to call his system. But you got Mike McDaniel out there. I know he went to the Chargers. You got
That was
Dable.
yeah.
He went to the
That's true.
Chargers, yeah. You got
That's true. Yeah.
Dable at the time.
Tennessee Titans, baby. Tighten up.
You know what happened today? You know what happened today? About how many years back? The Titans was 1 yard short of winning the Super Bowl.
Against the Rams.
My bad. But all in all, I'm just seeing how things go right now. I'm just going with the flow. I'm not gonna.
That's all you can do, because
that's all I can do.
It's just not looking good for what the Falcons have looked like in the past in terms of their coaching, hires and their coaching success.
Correct.
I don't like it. City doesn't like it. I don't know if anyone who really likes these hires, but I mean, it is
I
what
don't
it is at this point.
I don't want to go with the city don't like it part simply because, and I gotta say this. I gotta be the one to say this. The city of Atlanta don't like it because the city of Atlanta is all about culture and swag surfing, and I ain't got time for that. I ain't gonna lie, I swag when I surf. Now watch me surf with that. I'm on here, excited. Got polo on my butt. Stop. The city of Atlanta is all about that, and I'm like, that hasn't gotten us anywhere. Like, I don't really care about that. You know, when they still on a Mike Vick phase. They're still on that. 2006, 2004. Like, give that up. Like, our best quarterback was not Mike Vick. Let's just give that culture stuff up. I know Atlanta's a black city. I get it. You know, all of that stuff. It ain't take us nowhere. So give that up. But I understand what you're saying. But let's talk about the Tennessee Titans.
Love our pickups.
Yeah.
Love it.
Do you?
Love it. I feel like the Titans have had the best offseason coaching staff hire
Mm-hmm.
out of every team available.
But why do you think Robert Saleh,
Salah.
Saleh, why do you
Yeah.
think he's a good pickup? And this is just me asking. Why do you think he's a good pickup if he already had a head coach stint?
Because I don't think anyone should be judged off of what happened with the New York Jets.
Not the New York
I
Knickerbockers.
don't think any coach should be judged off of. I don't think any coach should be judged on their ability to coach when they were the coach or assistant coach or coordinator for the New York Jets, because that franchise is the absolute worst. I don't care what any franchise you think about. The worst will be the New York Jets. They haven't been good since Joe Namath, right?
Broadway Joe.
Right.
No, Mark
And so
Sanchez. Mark Sanchez.
no, because
They
he had
beat
the butt
Brady,
fumble.
the AFC
They
championship.
beat no, he beat
Brady.
was that Brady? I thought it was Peyton Manning.
They went to the AFC chip. They lost to Manning.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But
But what I'm
that was
saying
their
is
last heyday. That was their last heyday.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Last heyday. And even that ended with the butt fumble. So
Yeah, it was the butt fumble.
and so what I'm saying is when it comes down to it, he did not call defensive plays for the Jets. We see what he does with even marginal talent
Yeah, for sure.
with the 49ers when he calls plays, right?
For sure.
So the Tennessee Titans have Jeffrey Simmons. They have
Jeff.
Montez Sweat.
Mm-hmm.
We have the top 4 pick. We have crazy money.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be
100
calling
mil.
plays. He's going to be calling plays on defense, right? And then he hired Brian Daboll as his OC.
Which is smart. Because they will
And then we have Fossil for our special teams.
So let me ask you this. Because we see how certain, like for example, use the Falcons, for example, right? Raheem Morris is a good defensive coordinator. He's a good defensive coordinator. But he's not a good head coach.
For sure.
So do you think this will be a situation of, especially if Robert is calling the defensive plays where you can't do both? You know what I'm saying?
So I don't know. So a lot of people who have not watched the Titans, and I understand why. So
Granted, they
Bones
don't come on
Fossil,
TV.
our special teams coordinator, has been helping. He was helping Callahan on the sideline with, "Hey, bro, you need to call a timeout right here. Hey, you need to throw the flag right here." So we have guys on our staff that will help him out with these situations.
Okay.
And he's brought over these guys from other organizations, from the Giants and the Raiders, who have been in these situations, who are good at their positions, to make sure that what happened with the Jets doesn't happen again with the Titans. And even then, I'm not even worried about that because it's a New York Jets.
Right. The New York Football Jets.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I understand completely, my man. I get it. I'm rolling my neck. That's. I gotta stop this. I got it. I got it. I got it. I have a side. Uh topic. This don't got nothing to do with sports. This got nothing to do with sports. There's a debate going on the internet currently. I know, that's what I said. There's a debate going on currently on the internet. Fabulous or Lloyd Banks? Who do you pick?
It's gonna be Lloyd Banks 10 out of 10 times. 10 out of 10. Like I don't see any avenue where Fab can overtake Banks in any situation. They call Fab like the punchline hitter or
No,
whatever
Banks is the PLK, the punchline king.
and that's literally his nickname. And that's
That's
crazy to me that this is even a situation where people are thinking.
that. You know what it is? And to tie it back into sports, no disrespect to AI, this is an AI situation where people like somebody that's like they came out flashy and all of this, but when you really break things down, they wasn't really, you know what I'm saying?
It wasn't
Like
that
they was
hot.
valid, but
Yeah, it was
there's
legit.
people better than you. There's people better that I would choose over you. You know what I'm saying? So that's a situation right now where everybody's just like, Fab better than Banks. I'm like, Banks, one album, his first album outsold any album Fab ever put out. Don't
It's
get
crazy
me
because
started with the Money in the Bank series.
yeah, Money in the Bank.
Don't get me started with G Unit Radio. You know what I'm saying? Like PLK, Blue Hefner.
Even Hunger for More too.
Oh my goodness. Do we gotta go to his verses on Beg for Mercy? Come on, son. Got an industry gangsters that argue, esteem, the reefer, flipping her call like she Queen Latifah. Come on. Come on. The vehicles is loaded up the stats of street sweeper. This stuff could get uglier than a masterpiece, nigga. Stuck in the past, changed since the 80s. I know ladies that got babies with babies.
Guess who's back, mother? Doing
Uh-huh.
the click.
Yo, they don't want the banks. They don't want the banks where you had to turn the bass down and turn the treble up.
To hear what he was saying.
Yeah, they don't want that. Come on, man. But yo, listen. We at time, man. We at time. I'm so happy for you and the Titans. I want to see y'all back on top. No freaky.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait till this draft. I just can't wait.
Who y'all think y'all picking up first? We don't have a first round pick. It goes to the Rams, so
I think it's gonna be one of the edge rushers. I think it's gonna be either
Miami.
Bain or Reese.
Okay.
But I
I
don't
like
really
that.
know how it's gonna plan out because I it just depends on what the Raiders do at number one. They can take what's his name? Mendoza.
Mm-hmm.
If if for some reason they decide they should trade back, which I think they should because they're so far behind.
Yeah.
Like they
They
need
need
help
everything
at
they could get.
every position.
Yeah.
Every position. I think they should trade back and just tank the season, but I don't think they will.
What if they get Bane to match with Crosby?
Hey, that's fine, but you're still going to lose 13 games because you have no quarterback.
Yeah. They gonna go get Kirk Cousins. They gonna go get Kirk Cousins. I feel like Kirk gonna
What
go to Nate.
Kirk
I
Cousins
mean,
going to do in
I
that
don't know.
division?
I'm just throwing
In
things
that
out there.
division? Yeah, get out of here.
I'm just throwing things. You can call me Miss Cleo.
No, man, and that's why she's not around no more because she was a fake.
Well, she's not around no more.
Because she was a fake.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too, and probably other things. Call me now.
I just I think the Raiders should trade this pick back because they need way too much help after way too many failed drafts in the past.
That's a fact, Jack. I feel you. So you thinking
But if
about
they
Bader,
don't,
Reese Cup? I mean, I call him Reese Cup.
don't,
That's crazy.
uh, they take Mendoza at one, and then it's the Jets.
Yeah, I don't even know what
I
they.
think
I have no idea. I gotta go do my research on that, and I'm gonna go. Our next episode, I'm gonna come back with some research on who I think. That's what we're gonna do. Let's come back. Let's reconvene. That's the word,
all
right?
right.
We're gonna
Yeah, it
reconvene
is
and be like, who do we think these teams will pick in the top 10? We ain't gotta go too far. Top 10,
top five. Shoot,
top 5. Yeah, it don't really. Yeah, top 5. Their needs, their wants, who they like. Yeah, that was crazy. That
that's
was
terrible.
people could like see this.
It's gonna be on YouTube.
Yeah, it's gonna and Facebook and all of that stuff.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy. But we're at time, man.
All right.
Listen, my boy Jay gave us some knowledge. He was talking that talk. He was
Yeah.
walking that walk.
Yeah.
But can the Titans do it?
Hope so.
We'll find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Listen, it's your boy Jaron Morris, my co-host.
Jay Norman.
And it's the Sideline Story Podcast, man. We up out of here.